This is GeroTheHero, and this is my review of Kuzu no Honkai episode 11. In this episode, we find out that Akane basically fakes emotion, doesn't really actually understand emotions, and the visual that is shown is very appropriate because it shows Akane watching things in her life like a scene in a TV screen. And it's very appropriate because she seems to be detached. She seems to be detached from reality and emotion. It's sad that Makabe's acquaintances think she's an expert on dating, but the reality is that she's horrible at it. And she explains that she and Muji haven't seen each other for a really long time, and they think that she's mature, but she's really not in a relationship with Muji. He's hanging out with Akane. Now, when Akane is with Kane, she tries to get him to sleep with her time and time again, while Kane is falling in love with her. And it's kind of a naive way to fall in love with her because he basically thinks she's beautiful and he's falling for her because she looks like his mom. So he's going to ignore basically everything that's wrong with her, and he in fact wants to marry her. And it's kind of interesting in that he actually seems to love Makabe, but he is scared to hurt her. So he's going to decide to go with Akane. Now, it's pretty sad that Kane, without spending that much time with Akane or seeing how she actually is or whether he's compatible with her, he wants to marry her. What is sad is in real life you see this all the time. A girl or a guy marries the first person they sleep with and then they regret it later because they really don't know the person. Now, he is so blind in his love that she is saying that I'm going to cheat on you all the time, and he's so caught up with her accepting his marriage proposal that he either did not hear her or is ignoring what she said. It's sad that later, when Muji goes on his date with Akane, he knows she is acting. He even knows that this is his first and last date. He remembers the only thing that maybe was the true thing about her is that she fulfills roles to not feel bored. So when Akane explains that she's getting married, it's just another hobby or role for her. It's not important to her like it is for Kane. Muji has an emotional breakdown and tells her he wanted to change her, but in reality, he liked her for her horrible nature. Now, he's kind of naive in thinking that she's going to change, but I think she would get bored with Kane. It just seems too easy for her to change how she is. Now, it's unfortunate that now it looks like Muji cannot move on, and I don't know how Akane will let him actually move on because of her nature. Really great episode. It was interesting to see that insight about Akane, even though she's kind of a horrible character. As well, we got that emotional scene of Muji trying to deal with his feelings about Akane, but just realizing that he cannot move on. It was really hard to watch, but I'm hoping that they somehow wrap this up in a good way. Either some kind of closure. I hope it's not just like, okay, it's just, we can't get with the people that we want to and that's it. But like always, comment below, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you next time.